Hello and welcome to the channel. I wanted to do a walk around of my friends' rigs and share with you guys the things that they've done to their rigs. And this was filmed during our Florida Adventure Trail Panhandle section. You'll notice one vehicle is missing from this walk around, and that is my 2021 GMC Sierra AT4. Mainly because I'm getting more stuff done to it before my next big trip, and I'll reveal it then. So sit back, enjoy, and as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thank you for watching. Here with my buddy Sergio, and we're gonna do a quick little walk around on his 4Runner. Go ahead, Sergio. Tell us about your truck.
Hi guys, my name is Sergio. This is my 4Runner. So 4Runner is sitting on 34s right now. Like tires are 34s. It has 35s before, but they were too loud. They were mud tires, and we changed to all-terrains, and they're quite better, like quieter, and they ride pretty good. So it's a third gen 4Runner. It's a 1999 limited version 4x4 with a center differential lock and rear locker. So it's very capable, and it's like kind of like built. It has a 3.5-inch Dobinson IMS suspension, and I do have 1-inch body lift because I was running 35, so I need that to run the 35s. And I added a Prince rack, as you can see over there, with a rooftop tent for sleeping and comfortness on while we are camping. Over here right now, I have no back seats. I removed the back seats to be able to fit all the items that you need for camping, like gas, water, the power bank, and everything is packed over there. Like, I have a lot of space. You have an option also, if you want, that you can sleep here. It's like long enough that you can put a mattress here and sleep. That's another option that I do sometimes when I camp. But this time I'm sleeping on the roof. So I'm taking
What's this thing we have back here?
So we have here a rack to a trailer to take a bike. So we were holding a bike. One downside from this car is the engine. It's a pretty small engine. So when we start modifying the car, it takes a hard beat on the car. So one thing that you need to take into consideration when we start modifying this car. Some people supercharge the cars and they do a bunch of modification on the engine. This one is a stock, pretty stock. It's a 3.4 V6 engine, which is very reliable. Like, I would say that it's one of the most reliable engines from Toyota because it's a non-interference engine.
All right, and I see in here you have a battery pack.
Yes.
What brand is that?
I'm running Bluetti.
Bluetti, and I see you have a refrigerator back there.
Yes, that's a Chinese refrigerator right now. It's pretty good. It does the job. Like, most of them runs on the same platform than the brand name ones.
And you have fuel here. How many gallons is that?
Well, I have 14 gallons of fuel.
14 gallons. Can I give you an advice?
Yes.
Carry a fire extinguisher.
Yes.
Okay, what else you got?
So I have water over here.
I see you got these lights. These lights are pretty cool. Are those magnetic?
Yes, those are magnetic. They stick anywhere, and also they have different temperatures. You can change the temperature.
And you can run them with your Bluetti. Excellent.
Yes, and they have also a way to lower down and also increase the power.
Right. All right. Let's look at the front. What do you got in the front?
Yeah, on the front, like.
Oh, I see you got a snorkel.
It's a Yokohama Yolander.
Very nice.
I'm a big fan of Yolander. I have another car with mud terrains from Yolander, Yokohama, and they are super quiet. So I went with the XT. It's a hybrid between all-terrain and mud terrain. So it has a big tackles. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lugs.
Are those real rock sliders, or are they just make-believe ones?
No. They are real ones. They're well to the frame. I bought them on 4x4 innovation. I took it to a shop and we welded to the frame, so they're very solid.
So they're real thing, real deal.
Yeah. Over here I have snorkel because of this car was used before for modding. It has seen water up to the hood. So for the safety and peace of mind, we added the snorkel, and everything here is sealed with silicone. The air intake is silicone. So every time when I need to change my filter, I need to cut the silicone and open it up and all that stuff.
All right, cool.
In the front, I have a coastal off-road bumper. high clearance bumper with Smithville 12K heat.
Synthetic line rope.
Yes.
Line. Yeah.
Yes, with the synthetic line rope, dial dynamics lights.
Very nice. I see an antenna there. You have what kind of radio do you have?
I have a Anytone GMRS radio.
Excellent.
And I have a
What's your call sign?
WSK316.
Very good.
Yeah. So and yeah, I'm running also like custom headlights. Those are built for the runner. It has like a retrofit bulb here that it has a LED, and it changes the whole dynamic of the lighting of the car.
Is there anything special on the inside interior, or is it pretty much stock?
It's pretty much stock.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just put like covers for the seats because they were pretty worn out. Yeah, that's all.
All right, man. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, man.
All right.
Good to be here.
Awesome.
How I did it.
Beautiful truck.
Yeah.
Oh, I see he's got some traction bars up there. Very nice rig. All right, how you doing?
So far so good, man. Loving the trip,
This is Andres.
Sir, yes sir.
And Andres, I'm going to show my viewers your rig and whatever you can tell me about it. So let's start here in the back.
Cool. So this is a 2006 Toyota 4Runner, V6 4x4. So far what I've done to it, well, I bought it like this, 2.5 rough country, 17-inch tires from Black Rhino, 285/70 R17. I eventually want to go up, so a taller tire, so 285/75. Like Sergio has a front bumper. I do want to get a front bumper. You know, we living in Miami, you don't know when some dumb person might crash into you, so I do want to have this vehicle for a long period of time.
Is she stock?
She is stock, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Nothing done to the engine.
Anything done to the interior?
Interior, yes. I'll go ahead and show you that. So in the interior, after joining the South GMRS Club, I bought myself a Wilson radio.
Very nice.
And
Little GMRS radio.
yes sir, and a nice little Pioneer radio. I could watch movies on there. I could, you know.
All right, so let me ask you, what's your GMRS call sign?
WRZG413.
All right. It's important that people who get into these radios make sure that they know that they have to get a license.
Yes.
And it's only $75 with no test. Well, no, it's $35.
35.
It went down. It used to be $75. So now it's $35.
For 10 years.
No test for 10 years. All right, up top, what do you got here?
So on top, we have a Jacoma roof basket. I was debating whether I should get a roof rack, but for now, this is working for me. I was gonna put the tent and everything up there, but just in case it rains, so I only left the recovery boards in there.
So you have a quarter wave antenna, GMRS antenna?
Yes sir.
All right. You got a good recovery hitch point
From
there?
Amazon.
From Amazon.
Amazing.
Those we never want to do a recovery off of a hitch because it could snap and kill us. So
Correct.
that's what you want to have. You want to have a nice shackle loop.
Correct.
And then you got all your gear there.
Yes sir. You know,
Very nice.
anyone that's willing to go in the outdoors could just, you know.
And
put
you
everything in
have
the
all
back.
your tools. Your tools came in handy.
Yes sir. I have my jack, my Badlands jack that came in handy. The first day coming up here, all my studs gave up. Beautiful jack right there. All my studs gave up and the wheel was just in the air. Luckily, the big man up there was watching over me and I didn't have to, you know, I didn't get in a huge accident.
All right, and for sleeping arrangement, I see you have a tent similar to mine.
Yes sir. I have a Coleman 4-person tent. It's been great so far. I do want to get the one you have just because it has more space. And I have the Coleman cot with the Coleman with Cabela's sleeping bag.
Very nice, man. Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you made it on the trip with us today, and I want to thank you for letting me do this interview.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for everything, and thank you for helping me out that day. Appreciate it, man.
All right, brother. Hey, okay. So we are here with, what's your name, sir?
Cris Andino.
Cris Andino, also known as the Honduran Sasquatch. And man, he's making
Sasquatch food.
Sasquatch. Oh man, look at this beautiful meal he's got here. He's got tortillas that he's heating up. It looks like beef ribs there.
Beef ribs.
Man, you're eating like a king.
Salad. Yeah, so we're having a great time here in the, I'm gonna butcher the name,
Eglin, yeah.
Air Force Base. We're camping on
Speck
Pond.
Speck Pond.
Speck Pond.
Speck is a type of fish, I believe.
So we're having a great time with the guys.
Can you give me a real quick walk around of your truck and what you've done to it?
Yes, sir. So I have a 2021 4Runner SR5, 4x4. I've done quite a few things. Lift kit, springs, upper control arms, trail arms, end links, whatever, everything you need to go trailing, right?
So the suspension has been done up. What size tires are you running?
I'm running 33.8. That is 285, 75, 17.
All right, let's see here. You got a water tank.
I got a water
system?
tank,
Very nice.
a water port water tank, 4
You got
gallons.
some external mollies there. What kind of rack is that? What rack is
That's
that?
a Prince rack with some Cali Race molly panels.
Uh-huh.
I have a top oak Stellar rooftop tent.
All right, let's walk around the front here. Did you do anything to the inside your cab?
Yeah.
What do you got inside there? Oh, look at this. Yeah.
So I did a Rago fabrication dash mount.
Mm-hmm.
That allows me to have rack mounts for everything I need. My tablet, my Garmin InReach Mini, my GoPro, my cell phone, my Midland radio.
Oh, you're a GMRSer too, huh?
Yes, sir.
What's your GMRS call sign?
Captain Sasquatch. That's pretty much what I done to it. Oh, on the back. So SR5s come with a third road. I deleted the third road and added a drawer system that I built myself. Very proud of it.
Very
First time
nice.
I ever done something like this. I do have a power, so I have an EcoFlow Delta 2 that I'm running out of solar that is on top of the rooftop tent. And I'm also complementing with a EcoFlow alternator charger.
Okay.
So if it is a rainy day, then I still have
So you
a
have
way to
solar
charge it.
and DC charge. Excellent.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
I have a little
Very
fridge.
nice. Little fridge on the ARB slide out there. You got a little table with a Coleman tank.
Yeah, this is a
Little jerry can there.
rigid swing out. Tire carrier. Propane on the other side. Super important.
You got a little awning for sunny days.
And lighting, I'm not too crazy about lighting, but I do have ditch lights. They help a lot.
Yeah.
Bumper, I do have a 4Runner lifestyle bumper. I like the fact that this is a little bit like a low profile.
Yeah, it's a little hidden
A
winch.
little hidden. I have a 12,000 pound winch from Badlands, Harbor Freight to the wind.
And how much wattage do you have up there? Is that what, 100 watts?
I have 200 watts,
200 watts?
100 watts per.
Yeah.
And the alternator chargers produces 800.
Very nice. Do you have anything done to the engine?
Nothing to the engine.
Nothing to the engine.
Nothing yet.
Okay, cool.
Nothing yet.
Well, Cris, thank you very much for oh look, his tortillas are burning. Oh, burn.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Burn tortilla. Thank you very much for
Thank
the
you, sir.
for the interview and coming along, man. We've had fun. Don't burn your tortillas.
Don't burn them, guys.
All right, we're here with my partner in crime, Charlie, who's been out west with me, and we got more stuff planned, and we want to do a quick walk around of his Jeep. And Charlie, what can you tell us about it? What year is she? What have you done to her?
Well, this is a 22 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. Just to give you a backstory, I started with a 1976 Scout, International Scout.
and that's how I kind of introduced myself to car camping, which turns into be overlanding. And then throughout the years, I tried a sport, which was just a two-door back in the day, 4x4, and then I went to Sahara, and then finally, you know, convinced myself that I will use all the components that a Rubicon has. So I finally ordered the Rubicon from the factory. It just was one of those times where you're ready for something. It's the time to do it. Unfortunately, it was post-COVID, or actually just at the end of COVID, so this is 22, in February 22. Got lucky because it did get here fast, and the prices, there was no wiggle room in the prices. And the reason it was such an expensive vehicle, not only the Rubicon, but it also came with a 3.0 Eco Diesel. So at home, I run a F250, a 2000 F250 with a 7.3 diesel. And prior to that, I had the Cummins engines and the Rams. So I was really attuned to diesel and really appreciate it. The biggest surprise was this came with 33 mud terrains right from the factory. And the first time I took a little road trip from Miami to the Daytona area, I almost thought something was wrong because I got 31 miles to the gallon. And then, as you know, from a Jeep, you start adding things and your MPG just goes down. Literally from that 31 to a 29 is when I put the winch on. So just that little bit of weight made a big difference. Then Gus and I decided to take the big trip from Miami all the way out to Utah. And then we were trying to make it to the Pacific, and it didn't really work because last year was a lot of fires. So we kind of got to Boise, turned around and came back through Wyoming. And then I headed home, and Gus went back through the Dakotas. Really interesting. But the story behind that, the reason I tell you that, is there I put a JKS lift on it, just a 2.5-inch lift. The JKS was the heaviest duty lift that I could because the diesel engine compared to the other one is 495 pounds. Heavier than the other engines. So it kind of made a difference right there. The same thing with the 392. You just need a beefier suspension to handle the weight and the torque. And all that, and I ended up going from a 31, poquito poco, a little bit by a little bit, and then went all the way down to a 22.5. But there's a story behind that. The 22.5 on the highway is almost kind of a balance of what I do with the combination driving highway and city. But the best thing of that is the combination of driving and off-road, back and forth, getting to the trails, doing the trails, and getting back home. I average 22. So anybody that knows your mileage is going to vary, but it really makes a difference compared to what your trail mileage is. So the torque, low end, the horsepower, everything converges at 1400, so you're not revving the engine. It sounds more like a tractor, but it doesn't sound as sexy as the 392. But 392 is the only thing you have comparison for the torque. This doesn't have the horsepower it has, but it has very similar torque to the 392. And the little things I've learned over the years, I sleep in my Jeep just because I can't stand a wet tent, pulling it back up. Rainstorms, it seems like Murphy will follow me if I do a tent, so I sleep inside of it. And then as you can see, I just have some window socks. I actually started as overlanding progressed. I used to make these with just literally with just a piece of screening. Take screens, window screens, fold them over, heavy duct tape, and it's made it like that. And now these little aftermarket ones, just really nice. So you have that airflow inside of it, and then on one side I'll have the cooler and everything kind of set up there. You can see the fan. The fan's a combination of hotter weather just to keep yourself cool, obviously, but also the fan is very important for the cold weather because unlike other vehicles, you don't have any insulation and no barriers on the roof of these. It's just straight bare fiberglass. So you will have the condensation and you will be living in the rainforest or dripping down on top of you. Other little things I still want to do, I want to try to find a way to get this rim off and then try to do a bumper carrier just to give me some of the opportunities. Some of the bumper systems now, you can fill it with water, fill it with fuel, all kinds of other different little things about it. On the inside, if you come around this side, as you know, storage is really at a premium when it comes to this. So I lucked on early on with my 2016, my JKU. I have multi panels, so the multi panels end up making a difference. One's transverse the system, parallel and perpendicular. So that one's across the top, and then another one up front. So kind of takes me from my old job of always having all the action wall and everything like that for being a fireman with your lights and sirens and everything like that. So the molly panels help do a lot of stuff that gets you up off the floor and easier access. So it's a work in progress. It always is. There's always something else. Now, just with Jeep, not to berate it, this is the best Jeep I've ever owned, but their quality in the last couple of years have really been suffering. The little things enough that irritate you enough that you say, yeah, no mas. So it's really sad that somebody like me over 30 years of owning a Jeep gets to the point where you're just going to move on. Again, best performance, you've got the torque, you've got the miles. Again, loaded down 22.5 on the highway. I'm talking a big bag up top, a box that's literally 3 times the size of this, all that weight and everything at 22.5. Did the same thing with a JKU with the 3.6. I was getting 11 at 65. Anybody that's doing this overlanding stuff, you're right there about 65, 70, because you're just weight differentials and stuff like that. You're not really moving at the 80, 90s like everybody says they want to, but in reality, it doesn't help like that. But the last thing I want to say, if you are watching this video, I went solo for years. Just trying to find like-minded people. The people, when I mean like-minded, that they're willing to take the calculated risk, have some fun with it, but also have the knowledge and the ability to get themselves out of a wet paper bag. And with Gus and this new group, I have the opportunity to go with a group. And before I was able to join this one because of a work conflict, these guys ended up having an issue where somebody's studs fell off, the wheel studs, and everybody was there, and you were actually able to fix it on the highway within a couple hours, which makes a big difference. So now I kind of embrace the, the solo journeys, the community journey, and now it's easier to share something. Because I think everybody that sees us knows that our wives are like sports widows because they're playing softball, football, or bowling, whatever you're into. But often the wives don't want to rough it. You can't blame them because it's not for everybody. And it's just to play off what I did with USAR. So I was a professional camper, and I just parlayed it into this. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate it.
Look at the camera.
All right. We're here with James from SoFlo Overland. And James is going to give us a walk around of his truck, which is pretty badass. And we've never really done a walk around.
Nope.
So this is it. Let's do it. Let's start from the front. We'll go walk our way around and just tell us what you got.
All right. Well, I have a 2006 Land Rover LR3. Everybody told me I was crazy for buying this. That they're pieces of junk. But I gotta say this thing is 100% an off-roader. It's never given me an issue. It's just a tractor in low range. So enough of that crap. LR3. All right, so I got the Lucky 8 CFE steel bumper up here with a rough country 12,000 pound winch. Before you haters, the rough country haters, the winch has been phenomenal. We used it today. We pulled out not the Tacomos, 4Runners. They got stuck in the mud. LR3 pulled them out with that winch. Okay, we got auxiliary beams. We have, I think they're UV Max spots here, and we got the amber floods for those foggy mornings. We used them just today. What else we got? All right, let's walk around this one. I got, I guess these tires are kind of like 32s-ish. I've got the Goodyear Duratrack Wrangler mud and snow terrain. Phenomenal tires. Phenomenal tires. Are a little bit noisy, but man, do they grip in the mud and off-road. I highly recommend them. What else? Okay, we got the Safari Snorkel that I turned the intake backwards because, as you know, down here in Florida, especially now in the dry season, a lot of dust. These dirt roads get real dusty. All right, what else? So I got the rooftop tent going on. It's been a great investment. Very easy to set up camp and comfortable with the memory foam mattress in there. It's got LED lights. In the back of the rig.
There's a little like shed.
So here's a very interesting thing about the LR3. It's a third row SUV, right? But the seats fold into the frame of the vehicle. So you have a very large storage space back here. You can see there's two of us riding in this vehicle. We have plenty of gear and still a lot of space. Got our Blue Eddy power bank here. That's charging our fridge in the back there. Got some water. What else? What else? I think it's the inside. Excuse the mess. We've been wheeling off-road for a couple days. But inside, I have Midland MXT 575 50-watt radio.
Oh, what's your GMRS handle?
WRYB 787, the one and only, just like the name they made for Sony, James. So I got my MXT 575, excellent for overlanding. It's got great power, very clear and crisp communications. Got a little tablet holder there for my iPad where I run Onyx off-road. I'm also a trail guide for Onyx, so make sure you download the app. They got some great discounts and specials going on right now. That's about it. Am I missing anything?
No, I think you've covered most of it.
I don't think so. It's a little bit dirty, but we've been having fun out here in Apalachicola.
One of the cool things about this truck is that it has an airbag suspension, so you can raise it and lower, make it more comfortable.
Yeah.
And also the traction system, I've seen it get you out of some tough spots, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you can see the wheels are nice and caked on with mud. We went into a very deep hole that I got high centered and just raised the suspension, put it in low gear, and the little tractor, the computer did its thing and just crawled right out of it. So I've been very happy with it. This was a budget overland build. I bought it for $6,000, and then little by little I've been building out. There's still a couple of things I want to do for it. I want to put a safari rack on here. I want to eventually do a drawer system for the back. Maybe put some air lockers, even though I haven't needed it yet, and I've been some pretty deep holes. So that's 50-50, not sure yet. That's about it. I mean, it's been a great vehicle, and yeah.
All right, bro. Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Hold on.
Awesome. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my friend's rides, and I hope that soon you'll be able to see what I've done, what I'm doing to mine. Right now, I've ordered some parts and waiting for them to get here. As soon as that's all done, I'll do an updated review of my rig as well. For now, thank you for watching. Enjoy me washing my car with the Salty Captain products. Instead of watching me wash my truck, go to Salty Captain website and order your own Salty Captain kit and get 15% off when you use my discount code GUS15. That's GUS15 for 15% off any of the Salty Captain products. Once again, thank you for watching. Subscribe, share, and comment, so you can help my little channel grow, the little channel that could. We want to grow and grow and grow. So give us a subscribe, like, comment, share to your friends, tell them to do the same, and hopefully I can retire and start making a living off of traveling and doing YouTube videos.
Cool.